Next, we're going to begin organizing all of our data to begin working on the level design in the editor. So to do this, we're first going to set up our sublevels for a proper level design workflow. Now, why would we do this? Why would we not just throw all of our actors, all of our scripting in one level? It helps to establish a clear division of work to allow multiple disciplines within a studio to work on the level simultaneously during production. Even if you're a small studio all by yourself, it helps you keep your sanity knowing your audio is in one location, your VFX are in another location, your art's in another location, all that stuff. That's why we're going to establish these sublevels. So what? What does this mean? What are we using it for? It's a central repository for all data related to gameplay and player progression. So most importantly here, you're going to set up a sublevel within your working map just for level design work, including actors that need to be scripted and their interfacing with the level blueprint as well. Also, additional sublevels can be created for all actors needed for other production needs. Like I said, just for sanity's sake, to keep everybody's work separately so you're not stepping on each other's toes. Or if you're a small team or an individual, you're also keeping your own needs separated cleanly. Again, this could include lighting, level art, audio, VFX, etc. How do we do this? Well, sublevels are pretty simply created in the level browser as subordinates of the main level. So the first thing we're going to do is set up our main level, also called our persistent level, meaning it's always loaded. So to do that, we're going to go and create a new level. We're going to choose empty because we don't want anything in it. It's merely a container for the sublevels. And then we'll save this to the maps folder, and we'll call it Milltown_P, representing persistent, which is the highest level of the hierarchy. We'll save that there. And next, we'll look at the level browser here. We're going to add an existing level that has all the GeoE we created from our blockout in the previous course. This will be our level design geometry pretty much. So we'll add that to the level as blockout_Milltown_LD. Next, we're going to create another level for all the level design scripting and actors. This will be an empty level to start with. And we'll just name this Milltown_LD, so that anyone else opening this level knows like one's a blockout done by a level designer, not an artist, and this one is an LD level for scripting and gameplay. Once everything's added to the level browser, we need to make sure it's saved and that each sublevel has a loading condition. Right now, it won't load at all. It's not being scripted to load, but for our purposes right now, we're going to change the streaming method to always loaded, because as we're playtesting this prototype, we want all these levels to be present at all times for gameplay reasons. Same with Milltown_LD, change that to always loaded, and save all these files. Now if we go and we hit play for play in editor, we see we're spawning at probably 0, 0, 0, the world origin. So we don't have a level start position yet. So we need to add a player start gameplay actor to the level. Again, this is our first gameplay related actor, so we're going to add it to Milltown_LD. We're going to add it here at the edge of the river, as we determined earlier in the LDD. We'll just snap it down to the floor level there and point it in the right direction. Once that's in place, save the level, and if we play an editor again, we should be spawning right where the player start is. So there we go. The final step we have to take care of is to set up the game mode settings here in the world settings. So we want the persistent level selected, and we want to choose the third person game mode, which is the base Unreal template we're using for this whole project. So I want to just reset that. And in doing so, we make sure that the default pawn class is our UE4 animation starter pack character, and the HUD class is HUD, player controller class is player controller, game state class is game state base, player state class is player state, spectator class is spectator pawn. And then we're ready to get going from there.